Hey, good morning, guys. This is Dan with the Crayon Brotherhood, and we just got back off. I say we just got back off. We got back off our last trip just about a week ago, and I had out on the trip done a review on the all-top deflators here, and I let a friend of mine use them, and he had trouble with them, and I found out some more information about them. So I took the review I did in the video, my birthday trip day one. It was part of that. I pulled it out, and I forgot to pull it out of the on this episode. I apologize for that. That was my mistake. But I wanted to do some more research and stuff on these before I did a review on them, and he had trouble with them. Come to find out, they're kind of sensitive to dirt and debris. He don't run valve stem caps, so on mine I had to tune them a little bit. I hadn't had it perfectly worked out, and I figured out how to do that as well since then, so I wanted to put that in the video too. But yeah, he had trouble with them. Being that he don't run valve caps, he gets dirt in there. So on the inside of these things, I'll take one apart here in a minute. They're kind of sensitive. They just got they work off of back pressure, so any kind of resistance there is going to give you an uneven metering, or however you want to word it. And being he had dirt in his and got inside here, it was letting his down to, like, I had them set to 18 I think on mine, or 19, I can't remember, and it was getting down to like 14 and 15 on his, on some, and some wasn't, and we couldn't figure it out. Well, that's why. I took them apart, cleaned them, and they had dirt in them, and over time the air in your tire has moisture in it, and blowing air through these with that moisture, and you take them off and let them sit, it's going to have condensation inside. It's going to dry. It's going to build up grime and stuff that's just in the air. So you do need to lube these. I use a non-corrosive dry lube on them, because I don't want anything building up. So, and I mean super light, super light. Just pull it out and rub it on the copper, or I'm sorry, the brass, and work it in and out, back and forth a little bit, and twist it while you're doing it, and it frees them up really well. So, but yes, that was the issue that we were having with them, and I wanted that to let y'all know that that's a possibility. I don't want to put a review out on a piece of equipment and then, you know, y'all have problems with it, or have a problem with it and not know why. So I still think these are good. I mean, they're a great alternative. They're, again, I think they were $39, so super affordable. They come with 4 deflators and 5 valve stem caps. So still really happy with them. I just didn't know what I know now, so that's why they come with valve caps, so you run valve caps. So first thing you want to do is clean your valve stems when you get these. If you don't run valve caps, make sure you take a valve core wrench and pull your valve stem out, and let the air blow through it real hard and clean itself out, and put your valve stem back in there, or inspect your valve core really well too for debris. These little valve core wrenches, you can get them at like O'Reilly's for a few dollars. They're always good to have with you anyway. So we'll start doing the deflating on these, and I will show you how to set them up properly. The way I was doing it was just kind of eyeballing it, letting it go down, and then adjusting from there. It's a much better way of doing it. So we'll start that now. All right, guys. So what you're gonna want to do is pull your valve caps off if you got them. If you don't, get some and put on there if you don't buy these, because man, you'll want to keep dirt out of here. It is just a good practice to keep it caps on them. Take your core out, And just let it blow. Kind of give it a little back pressure. Let that blow out. And inspect your core itself. Make sure it's clean. It's just spring loaded. Make sure there's nothing in it. And you can put it back in there. When you're happy with it, put it back in there. Alright, so the way to set these is go all the way in. You got a lock screw here, back it all the way off. Go all the way in. Let me check this real quick. Yep. So you got this lock screw here, back it all the way off and go all the way in until it bottoms out. And when you first get these, I would still take them apart and check them. I found a piece of rubber hung up in mine. I guess it's from assembly, but we'll go over assemble and disassemble of these here in a minute. They're real simple, real clean, or real easy. It is nothing really comes apart for you to lose pieces or anything. So just for inspection and cleanliness. So I want these. I want to let the air pressure down to. I like running mine at 18, so I'm gonna let the air pressure down to 18. So you let the air down to 18 on all your tires. We're on 26. And make sure you do this with a good gauge or a gauge that you trust. Because I've had gauges say it was one reading and it'd be vastly different from another gauge. So make sure it's something you trust. I'm at 22. I'm gonna go off the gauge here and then compare it to the one in the Jeep, because when I'm driving, that's the one I see. And make sure you push it on there correctly, because I don't know if it showed up, but it went from 18.5 to 21.2 by just me adjusting it on the valve stem. And it's gonna go a little faster if I pop this out here. For some reason the recording stopped. I'm not sure why. It just popped up there and said recording stopped. So 19.2. All right, 18 even. Now let me check it in the Jeep. Alright, we're at 18 in the Jeep. Alright, so the way to tune these correctly, after you get them lubed up and everything. Make sure they're working really well. The movement, should I say. I just install it. Let me bring you around here. Be sure not to cross-thread these. Alright, so you just want to back this out. So there's 18 in here. And every now and again, just kind of give that a little tug. Back it out. They're saying it's at 2019 now. So you want to give it to where it hangs, like that, stop it, and rotate it back about a quarter turn, and then lock it down. So the tire has 18 in it, and that's about right, because I was setting these to 20 and I was getting about 18. So, and that's what it was showing here. Was just a smidge under 20 on there. So, just lock it down. Good and tight. If you want to carefully get a piece of rubber and hold it with some pliers and tighten it, you can. I don't like that. This is just brass. It's real easy to bend, and you might have to take them apart out on the trail, and that's just more tools. But yeah, that's how you properly set these. Real simple. It's not complicated. I was doing it backwards, and this does definitely make a lot more sense to do it this way. I was just setting them on here and just kind of YOLOing it and adjusting it, and yeah, it not the best way to do it. So yeah, let your tire pressure down first, then put these on there and adjust it to that pressure and tighten it down, and it's a lot better, So I'll bring you back here in just a second. So I've already got this one here calibrated. I'm gonna set it to the side and disassemble this one and show y'all. You just run your lock screw all the way back and then spin this off. As you can see, there's nothing to it. There's nothing that comes apart. It's just spring loaded, and it's got a plunger and a rubber O-ring at the bottom. Oop, where's the lens? Rubber O-ring at the bottom that the plunger sits against. So if any dirt gets in there, it's going to let air just keep going through. And it's just a tension spring that it works off of back pressure from the tire. So if anything gets in there, it'll give you an inaccurate reading. But yes, lube these up out here, and you can in here. Just be careful with your spring. You don't want to over tension it, because then again it'll give you a false reading. But yeah, make sure these are good and clean. And like you can see there's a little grain of dirt in that one. So if you ever take these out on the trail and drop them, clean them before you use them, or they'll make your life a little problem on that. You'll be wondering why it's not deflating properly. But you can do this out on the trail if you got a clean area, clean environment, hands are clean. I mean, it's not like surgery clean, but you don't want anything getting in between that plunger here and that O-ring down there. And there's another O-ring right here as well, and that's what seats against your valve stem. But it's just pressure that pushes this plunger up, and at a certain PSI, at a certain tension, it closes. So that's how it works. Real simple. It's a real simple design. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that and know how to take them apart and clean them. And like I said, I use a non-liquid a non-corrosive lubricant, because you don't want it getting there eating up your O-rings. WD-40 will eat up your O-rings. Ask me how I know. We used to use it as a tire prep because it softens rubber. So if it softens it, it'll eventually eat it up. So I don't use WD-40, like I say. I use a dry lubricant. Maybe a little graphite, something, but you don't want it to collect dust and build up in there. And when you're not using these, keep them in the pouch to help keep them clean. But yeah, to put it back, you just push it back in there. Do it easy, don't cross thread it. All right. Oop. See that dirt in the grooves there. That's why I said do this in a clean environment. There you go. Don't want to cross thread it. Just if you feel any kind of real resistance on the twisty part, back it off, check your threads. But just like I said, just set them all, run them all the way down, and then set them from there. But yeah, guys, I hope this helps. I hope this clears up any confusion if you already have these. Like I said earlier, I think it's a good product, but they are a little finicky with dirt and grime and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. And apparently it's not just these. There's higher dollar ones out there, name brand ones out there that have the same issues if you get dirt in them or grime or anything like that. That will give you trouble down the road, or even then give you a false reading. Because if anything gets in between that plunger and that O-ring, it's just going to keep bleeding air through it and let your pressure keep going further down. But like I said, guys, I hope that helps. I hope that clears up any misunderstandings or any issues you've had with this product, if you've got this product. And I still think it, like I said, it's worth purchasing for $39. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. But with anything, there's maintenance. Just keep that in mind. But I think that'll be the end of this video, guys. And if you would, hit that like and subscribe button. We now have a Discord channel or Discord server. That link will be in the description as well. Come there, check it out. We post our upcoming trips and events in there. We do chat in there. We post our rides, YouTube videos, stuff like that. It's a real friendly place. It's something new that we just started doing. It's only been up 2 weeks, I think. We're just kind of trying to learn our way around it. And check me out on the on Instagram and Facebook. Also got pages up there. So until next time, I appreciate you watching, and y'all have a good day.